There we go. Double check. All right. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Make sure my volume's working all right. Okay, I think it's fine. Before I get started, I realized you can't really see much of my desk here, so I'm actually gonna move my tripod down to the floor and back it up a little bit. Yeah. Down we go. It is a mess down there. Oh, but now you can't really see. Okay, hold on. I swear I know what I'm doing. Let me get something to stand. Woo, okay. One moment. See how unprepared I am, as per usual? Let's see if this works. I don't, like, knock everything over. Okay, I think that's probably pretty good. Let me see what the view is like here. Yeah. All right. That's actually perfect. I think. Get to see my iPad. All right. So, I'm so excited. So I'm gonna have my iPad over here with my stream up just to make sure everything's running okay. Since I can't connect it to the Ethernet, I'm not sure if it'll actually be fine. So if stream ends up getting too bumpy, I'm just gonna stop it and record it instead, because I do want to put this up on my VODs channel at some point. And you guys get to see my wonderful mat now. It's beautiful. Little frogs. Okay, so I don't really know where to start. I also have on my iPad, just pulled up in the background in case I need it, a video from Linus Tech Tips, which is, their channel has helped me out so much during this whole thing. So we got our case. This thing is a beast and heavy. The only thing I don't have is more fans for this because it only came with 3. I believe there's 10 slots in there, but I won't need it yet. I won't be doing anything too intensive on it until I get the fans. But it should be fine for now. So, let's see, where did my screwdriver go? Did I seriously lose something already? Oh my lord. Okay, I got a little case for extra screws and things so that I don't lose them. Like I have lost my screwdriver already. What the heck? Oh right, I put it in here. So, get this out. Just pop that in there. It's a little baby screwdriver. Box for the case. We got I've unboxed everything just to see if anything has any visible damage from the delivery, and it looks fine. But otherwise, I left everything in the boxes. So, got our motherboard. Which we need first and foremost. And some other bits and bobs here. So I will be. I'm actually just gonna take this lid off. Come on. Ta-da! Okay. Got these things for that. So I got a B650 gaming motherboard here. I'm just gonna be like tossing boxes everywhere. The cat can do with them what he will. I can't speak. Alright. Need some skizzers. Where's the skizzers? So, box cutter, but I do want the scissors. Where'd the scissors go? Aha. Alright. I'm actually gonna turn this a little bit. Is that better? Maybe? Just a wee bit. Okay. Oh boy. Actually, I think I do want my box back for the motherboard so that I have something to put it on. Because I'm unsure whether I should put it on this mat since it technically wasn't designed to do this kind of stuff, so. Oh, I'm forgetting something. I actually need first the power supply to ground myself. So we got a 750 watt. I know it's a bit overkill, but I just wanted to be safe. How do I open this thing again? Okay, here we go. Got our papers and such. So yeah, I got a Seasonic one. Got our cord. Ta-da. That bad boy. Gotta unwrap this. I'm gonna keep all the little ties here. The nice thing about the case is it came with a bunch of zip ties for cable management, but I do want to keep all the extra ties that I get from everything else too, just in case I need them. Alrighty. Yeah. So, I was surprised how, like, chunky this guy was when I first opened it up. It's, like, heavy. Not as heavy as the, GPU, though. The GPU is crazy heavy. So here's our little power supply. Yippee. Came with a nice bag, too, which I'll probably keep for spare parts or something. And here we go. We got our surge protector down here. And where doth I plug this in? Haha. Yay. Man, I'm so excited for this. I've been planning kind of loosely to get a computer for probably a couple years now. I mean, it's always been a dream of mine to have a gaming computer, probably since I was like, 8 or whatever, so it's like the past decade. But I've never actually considered building one until probably a few months, well, maybe like a year ago. I was considering just buying one, but I realized it would mean a lot more to me if I knew that I had created this in a way. So so that's why part of the reason why I decided to build it, plus it's cheaper, so. We got our power supply. So, the reason we do this first is because we want to ground ourselves so I don't, like, shock everything with static. So anytime I touch anything really sensitive, I'm just going to be, like, tapping this the whole time. But I'm not going to turn it on yet. It just needs to be there. So, and when we're handling the motherboard, I've got to touch it from the side so I don't damage anything. That's the best way to open this. Do it on this side. Methinks. This bag has like a bunch of black lines on it, so I feel like I'm gonna cut a wire on accident or something. Hey, Wolfman, I can't have you up here. I mean, I guess you can. I just really can't have you stepping on things this time. I know you love to do that. That is your role on this channel, is to step on me. Here, come here. Oh. Wolfie says hi. He's like, let go of me. Here, you can sit next to me, but I don't want you up here. Okay. Anyhow. Let's see. What's the top? Let's do that. So our CPU is right there. I need to get it out of the bag. I'm gonna cut another side open here. Just wanna be extra careful with it. So, in all of my research and watching people build these, seems like the most easy way to screw up is putting the CPU in, because it's just highly delicate. So, we shall see how that goes. I know how, I just haven't done it yet, so it's quite intimidating. Bro, let me in. There she is. Okay. Hey, Wolfie. You can sit right there, but you cannot come over here. Yeah. Look at that. Good boy, Wolfman. Yeah. So that's our motherboard. Man, my hands are shaking. Okay. Whew. I brought some water with me. Open it. Got me some sparkling water. Alright. Now let's get our CPU. So I got a AMD Ryzen 7 7800X3D. How do I open it? Open. There we go. Touch, touch, touch. Luckily it's not winter yet, so it's not like dry and staticky. Though the leaves have been turning slightly yellow outside, which is always exciting. Oh, it comes out this way. Look at how tiny it is compared to the GPU, which is like 4 pounds in and of itself. Got our little packet. The only packets I'm really going to be paying attention to are the motherboard, or like the assembly guide packets, you know, or the motherboard and the case, because those are like the most important things, you know. There's another little card in here for whatever reason. Wah. Wah. Wolfie thinks that's fun. You like when I throw things around, huh? Okay. I got this little guy. How do we get it out? This way. Ta-da! Look at that. Heck yeah. Alright. Okay, so there's this little bar here that we push down. Yeah, and lift up. Which side does it come up? Hello? Ah, I see. Yeah, okay. So see, I don't know if you can see that, but CPU, where it connects onto there, is covered in tons of little tiny pins. So I need to be extra careful. Uh-oh. My stream on my iPad is being funky. Is it just my iPad, or is it the stream? I don't know. Wolfie, you're so handsome. Okay. So, I see the little triangle here, and I see the little triangle here. So, I'm gonna put it on there, I guess. Just kind of drop it on, I think, gently. Make sure it doesn't move. I'm scared to do this. Ugh. Okay. Ah, this is intimidating. Okay. Ah, I know it requires, I've seen people do these before, and I know it requires like a lot more force than people think to put it on. But I'm just so scared I'm gonna break it, even though I know it's fine. Yeah, see? There we go, CPU's on, hardest part is done. Woo! And I'm gonna keep this in case the motherboard decides to freak out, because apparently we need this. So I'm gonna put that in my little baggie for now. Alright, next thing I believe is memory, RAM. So yeah, on here it says, so I have 2 sticks. So it actually says on here we need this second one and this 4th one. Yeah. Okay, let's find our RAM in this stack of stuff. So I think I just got 2 32 gig. Is that right? These things. How doth I open? Oh, I love boxes that are easy to open. It's a miracle. Get our little papers out. These also require a little bit of force to get down, but we gotta make sure it lines up properly. Hello, can you come out of the box, please? Brother. Man, they really jammed this in there. Don't worry, that's just the box moving. It's not me breaking anything. So there's a little notch in this thing that we gotta line up with a little notch here. So, just make sure. Yeah, see, so it doesn't line up if I put it up like that. I know you probably can't see that. My head's in the way. So yeah, we gotta put it this way. Oh yeah. Let me just... click, click. One down. Heck yeah, man. This is so exciting. Like, I'm actually, like, still shaking a little bit. I've been waiting to do this for a few weeks. I was kind of sad that my case... Apparently, because I got the case off of Amazon, and apparently they refunded it and didn't tell me, so I had to get a new one. which arrived last week when I was out of town. Make sure this one lines up as well. I don't know why it wouldn't, but that is a paranoid boy. Okay. Hello. This one isn't going on as easily. There we go. Okay. Whew. That's done. This might actually not take as long as I thought. I guessed 2 hours, right? 2 hours. Just to physically build everything. Like I said on my Discord, go follow my Discord. I'm gonna do like BIOS setup and Windows setup on my own time because that's the boring part. Y'all don't need to see that. So this is our other little guy. I'm unsure. I think it goes here, but I'm gonna look at the, you know how tiny it is? I'm gonna look at the paper to make sure. Where is it? Ah, shit, I kept them separated. Whoop. Get out of here. That ain't it. That also ain't it. Where'd I put it? Bleh. Oh, it's... Okay, hold on. I should really keep these separated. That. Care about regulatory notices. Okay, I think this is it. Whoa, now. You be good, mister. Don't play with scissors. Don't hurt yourself. Alright. So, also the CPU came, or no, the CPU cooler came with coolant, but I decided to go with this MX4 instead, because I've heard that both the MX4 and the MX6 from Arctic are really good. They're just different consistencies. And I heard that this is easier to work with, whether it's better or not, cooling-wise. That is not for you, Wolfie. So let me figure out... Dude, this is a mystery to me. Wolfie, don't chew on tape. Boxes are bad for your digestion, man. Alright. So we did that, but where'd the storage go? Oh, I'm so lost. This isn't helping. Dude, stop. I'm gonna kick you off if you keep chewing on boxes. Okay, but like, actually, what? I'm confused. I think it goes either in here or in here. I just don't know. I think they're kind of different in the sense of like how fast they'll work or how they'll like be read depending on which slot you put it in, but with that being said, I just want to make sure, and I don't see it. I'm fine. Well, it's not on there for whatever reason. No, absolutely not. Not allowed. It is. Hold on. Oh yeah, we got, so this is for the, I'm getting so distracted and I'm all over the place, but this is for the CPU cooler. It's the bag that came with it. It's the coolant that it came with, but we don't need to concern ourselves with that right now. I'm so concerned that I'm just throwing boxes around. Okay, hold on. Good lord, man. Nope. I'm keeping my eye on you like a hawk. Hey, don't bite me. I'm kicking you off if you don't stay there, okay? Thank you. Good boy. Bro, what? No, cause like actually though. Okay, time to pull up the video for the first time. Cause I think it's supposed to lay flat, which is odd. Hello? Oh, right. It goes into here, I believe. Yeah. So I suppose this one only has the one. And we need a little screw for it. Hey, now. Is that what this is for? Okay, I'm opening the box of screws. Or bag. That's not, what is that? Look at that. Look at that little guy. Oh, there's two of them. Maybe I should keep one in the bag. And two locker. Oh my. Okay. Yeah, there is one under here too. Okay, I'm slightly confused. I'm going to unscrew this because I think this is actually where it goes. Man, this this screwdriver is the perfect size. It's so tiny. Ooh, that's really in there. Come on now. Whoop. Don't want to lose you. Fascinating. Coming out. Yeah, so there's, this thing has a little thing that you remove on it. So I think it goes, yeah. Yeah, see, because that kind of lines up with that, right? I believe. Let me just double check though. I'm kind of sad that this doesn't have something for it, and there's not really any indication that that's where it goes, because like this one doesn't have anything in the way. I'm not sure what this is. It's like a little square in the middle. Why doesn't it have anything about that? That's odd. I am confusion. Right, because the little manual that it came with only has stuff about the how to set up monitors and stuff, and the RAM, but not storage. Nothing about storage. So I don't think this came with anything either. Oh. What the heck? No. Is this our answer? No, of course not. It says installation guide. But yeah, it's like, says refer to the manual of this, but there's nothing there. Okay. Hold. I'm actually gonna look it up right quick. Oh, maybe this block is here to raise it up. I bet you that's what it is. Let me check. Yeah, so this little thing right here. Oh, that's cool that it comes with a little thing that you can just manually unscrew it with. Or no, does that clamp above it? It might clamp above it. So yeah, I was right. It does need to be raised. And I see the little notch in here where it connects. So yeah, and it does say remove. Hey, mind your business. It doesn't say anything about... Oh, this is a heat sink. That's okay. And it does say remove, so I'm gonna remove it, I guess. The little thing that's on it. Anyhow. Alright, we've had our first little hiccup, but it's fine. I'm just being extra careful because I really don't want to break anything. Okay. I hadn't really got like a proper look at all of this beforehand. Whoop. Okay. So yeah, this goes in there, but first we gotta remove this little screw, I think. Come on now. Bro. Why is this not... Remove thyself. This screwdriver is somehow too big. Bro, what? Hello? Like what? There's just this tiny little... Unless I don't need to do that. No, I totally do. Because there's no way I'm going to get it on there without unscrewing this. Oh, come on. What gives? Like, literally, why is that not working? Hello? Rev. Hi, Wolfie. Why are you not coming out, little screw? I just want to be friends. Like, this is the smallest screwdriver I have. And it, like, look, it's tiny. It's itty bitty. Brother. Hi. Okay, well, do I have anything else I could use? Boxes out of here. Not really. I say. This is literally all I got, so if I can't get this off with this, like... Come on. Oh. Oh. Oh, did we get it? No. Bro, what? Like, let me... Yeah, even this one. Yeah, this one's coming off. Why is it... Huh? Also, my iPad isn't charging for some reason. But my iPad is frozen. Hello? Okay. Yeah, that wouldn't work. Like, can't have anything else that I can use. Well, this isn't ideal. I do need to get that off. Beep beep. Okay. And why isn't this charging? Now it is. Bro. Well, this is kind of sad. It fits, right? I think it's just not going deep enough into the screw. And I don't know what else to use because this is literally the smallest thing I have. I don't think I have any pliers or anything either. Okay, I'll be right back. Alright, I've come back. I found two more. I'm hoping this one works because it has a little bit of a longer nose. Somehow still no. Okay. What about this one? Wait a minute. Try this one again. I also got needle nose pliers, so hopefully, if all else fails. Okay. Ooh, it's too shallow to grip. Is that doing anything? I can't tell. No, I don't think it is. What on earth, dude? The screw is just like unbeatable, man. What? It really does not like me. Ah! Am I meant to take this off? No, I don't think so. Okay, let me look at their website again. Yeah, because this is even saying to take the standoff out, which is the thing that the screw is attached to, but can't grab that either. Bruh. Weird. Let me just double check this again, because maybe I can get it in there without. See, I can get it in there, but it does fit around the screw, but that's not like. Well, that's actually even more interesting because it's not even supposed to fit around the screw. It's supposed to fit under it. Although maybe that's what this is for. Oh. Y'all, I'm an idiot. So, this little thing, I guess it's not supposed to come out because this little thing locks it in place. I think we're good. I think we're good. Oh my lord. That took me like 15 minutes to figure out. Oh, there goes the lid for the box of screws. Ah! Alright. So, now we can take this off. I already got cat hair on it. Ready for this? Oh, that sticks to my hand. Touch, touch, touch. Okay. Let's get my screwdriver back. Put this back on there. Get the screw back. Careful not to over screw it. From what I've heard, it's pretty easy to overdo the screws on the motherboard, so I don't want to strain them too much, just as long as they're secure. That one's a little loose. All right, I think we're good. Took a second. It took a second, but I think we're fine. I'm also actually gonna move my iPad over here because I can. Alrighty. now that we have that, I need to double check what to do next, because I don't know. Okay, time for the cooler, which I'm actually most excited for this one because it's like the first like bulky thing that I'm putting on there, right? And I'm also curious about the thermal paste, what it will be like. So let's get our cooler out of the box. So this is this. I'm going to move my motherboard to the side a little bit. Okay. Let's not lose any of our tools either. Trying to keep everything kind of in one place. Alright, get out of your box. So we got our two little fans to put in between. And we got our cooler. It's a Thermalright cooler. Gotta peel this off too. Is this bag already open? It is. Alright. Ta-da! So, just gonna put this down a little bit. Fascinating. Wolfie went in the big box that the case came in. I was so surprised to see how big the box was. Like, I knew the case was gonna be this size, but seeing it in person, it just looks so much bigger. So, yeah. Let's see. This should have an installation guide. There it is. Phantom Spirit 120 SE. Yeah, look. It's like building Legos, but more complicated and easier to break things. Okay, this side is the English side. So, let's wrap this up and just focus on the first few pages. Alright, so this is the bag that we need for this. And our thermal paste is in a separate box because I'm not using the one that they gave. Open. Yeah. I'm gonna cry. Okay. Get out of here. Look at the little guy. Okay. I think I can actually just do this without looking at the video, because I've seen the video. I've watched, it's like a half-hour long video that Linus Tech Tips made like a year ago. I've watched it probably 3 or 4 times at this point, so I should just know by now what to do. I mean, especially since I have this in front of me. Okay, we gotta install the brackets first, which are in here. Let's just take everything out. This little baggie. So we got a bunch of screws and like what look like caps, like screw caps. And here we got our brackets that we need right now. We need the curved ones. So let's open up this one first. Don't need this, but I'm going to keep it anyway, just in case. I'm not even going to use all of this, so I'll have more in case I ever decide to swap out the CPU. Okay, so we do not need the straight ones right now. So I'm actually going to put those right there. We need these. And we put them curve facing inward. And we need our screws for this too, so I'm actually gonna, it's like 3 baggies all chained together, so I'm gonna, oh, there's 2 different kinds of screws. Which ones do I need? Are they different kinds? There's Intel screws and AM4 and AM5 screws. Why, I can't tell the difference physically. How are they different? Oh, the screws jut out on one and the screws don't on the other. So I need the ones that jut out. Let me remove this first and foremost so that I can actually look at it better. Oh my god, these scissors do not want to work. What are they stuck on? Okay. Okay, these are the Intel screws, I believe. Yes. So we need the AM4 since this is not Intel. So we can put these in there, actually with these. And we can open this bad boy up. And we actually also, when we install it, there's a little screw on the back as well. So we put the screws in here and attach it here. I don't know if you can see that, but there's screws on each, 2 screws on each side of the thing here. So we're gonna put it facing up and screw it on like that. Wait. That don't make no sense, bro. Oh, can I take this off? I think I can. So there's little brackets that are blocking access to the screws there, but it looks like they're separated, and if I can get this top portion off, it'll be fine. Assuming these screws work okay. What is it with screws in this thing, man? There we go. Okay. Don't tell me it's like glued together. Oh no. Bro, what? You won't be able to reach if I do that though. Oh man. Yeah, because see, this is where the brackets are supposed to, unless... Oh, I'm supposed to take these off entirely. These don't matter. I get it. That's what the, these little things are. They're stands. I guess we're using these red ones, but you know what I mean. And they go on top of the threads that are on the motherboard, so we just don't need these. Unless they go on afterwards. I'm looking at the picture and I'm like, what? What do you mean? I don't see those anywhere. Okay. Yeah, it even shows on there, actually. I just missed it. It's the first one. You literally are supposed to just remove them. So we don't need these. And then we put these on. Brackets and all. I'm making a giant mess. It's gonna be quite the cleaning spree after this. Okay, so we need one of these, 2 screws, and 2 of these little bracket things. I'm guessing the AM4 goes up. I guess it's kind of, it looks the same on both sides. So we put these on here like that, and then put the screws in here. That's why these screws are so long and they're only threaded halfway up. I was wondering about that. So those go in here. Okay, got one clicked in. I want to alternate so I don't put too much strain on one side at a time. Is that lopsided? No, it's fine. It's just the light playing tricks on my eyes. Okay, that's not going anywhere. Now for the other side. Oh man. Big focus right now. Even though I'm just screwing in screws. Dude, my hands need to stop shaking. Perfect. Alright, we got our first brackets in. Now, I'm actually gonna, before I do anything else, I'm gonna rearrange just a tiny bit. So that you guys can see the motherboard better. So I just realized it's like on the far side of the camera. I have like no idea what's going on. Alright. And then we put the thermal paste on, and then we plop on the cooler. Oop, there goes the fan. So does this need to go on a certain way? It does. Either this way or this way. I don't think it matters like which direction it's facing as long as these screws line up with that. Also, these screws have like springs on them, which is interesting. Thermal paste time. I don't want to lay that down that way. So I've seen people spread it around, but you don't really need to as far as I'm aware. If I can get the cap off. Maybe these pliers will come in handy after all. Ha 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 ha. Get out of here. Do I need to like poke a hole in it or something first? Interesting. Might have been a bit much, but I think it should be fine. Interesting though. Alright, thermal placed is on. The most important part is to remove this film, because otherwise it won't do nothing. Whee. I think it's so fascinating how this tiny little thing needs such a giant cooler. It's crazy how hot it gets. Alright, here we go. Just press it right in there. sure this is actually going on the screw because it's kind of hard to see. It is not. I need to readjust it. Okay, we're good. And that thermal paste is sticky. Like, I can feel it just adhering to the thing, you know? Are you even catching? Why is that not catching? That one's on fine, I think. Whew. So hard to see. Okay, yeah, that one's definitely on. It's just this one that's like not wanting to cooperate for whatever reason. There. How tight do I need to get it on there? Just until the screws are like tight, or the springs. I don't want to hurt anything, but also I want it to be nice and firmly on there. Firmly grasp it. Just a little bit more. Or am I glad I got a longer thing for this? Okay. Whew. Okay. Well, I'm gonna give it just a couple more spins just to be extra safe. Alright, so we got our cooler on there. Now for the fans, which are individually wrapped, but I do not have to cut them open. Here's the little cords. Little cords. Alright. I need to take these stickers off. There's like stickers on them. I don't think it really matters. Does it? Ew, they are shiny though. Okay. So, yeah, you can see the cord goes up and around and loops through to the center, which is kind of interesting. So, we want to put cords facing, so we're going to put one on this side and one in the middle. We want to put cords facing inwards, I guess. Where do they need to attach to? CPU fan. So they need to attach over here. So I think like this is where we want it. We need our brackets before we actually put them on there. G. Yeah, the fan clips, which are these little metal things. So we need 2 on each. Exactly. I think we pop them in. Yes, we pop them in these little guys. Each fan has a hole at each corner. So we take one of these. If they'll let go of each other. Which way do they need to face? This way? I think. clips on like that. Yes. So we'll do that with both of them. Come on, get in there. And then just pop the bad boy in there. Oh, don't fall out. Stay in there. Okay, we can move them out like this for now. And just like that, we got a fan in. Now for the other one. Oh, don't lose the clips, please. They remind me of like paper clips, kind of, but longer. I keep reminding myself to touch the power every once in a while. Heck yeah, we got our fans on. Fans are in. Cooler is set up. Heck yeah. Alright. Now what? Wow, that's insane. The little packet here has just one page for AMD, which is what I used, but then it has 2 pages for Intel. What's Intel doing? Oh, for different versions, I see. Alright, done with that. What next? Got the fans in. Okay, I'm gonna watch this video just a tiny bit because I want to plug them in, but I want to make sure I'm plugging them in the right spot. So I don't have RGB on these fans. I think there's some in here, but I don't have to worry about that right now. I don't think, unless it came with. Oh, I guess it did, didn't it? Let me open this back up. Actually, fan Y cable. Oh, so you can plug both of those in at the same time? I'm not sure if I... So we have CPU fan, pump fan, SYS fan. I don't know what that is, but we want the CPU fan, which is, I don't know if you can see it, but it's this little pin right here. This one. I'm just not sure if I need to attach. I guess I do, don't I? Let me double check because I don't want to do anything incorrectly. think I do just... That's not what I want really, but... Yeah, okay, cool. So we'll just pop these bad boys in here. I don't know if it matters. Oh, wait, no. Only has 3 things. Is that missing a pin? Hold on. Yeah, I see. So this has 4 wires on it, and this side only has 3. It's not missing a pin. It literally just has 3 wires. Oh, I dropped something. So I'm even more perplexed because these both have 4. How do I plug it in? Do I just daisy chain it? Hold on. I'm gonna go back to the video. In his video, he has a Y cable, but he also has 2 things here, so he doesn't use the Y cable, so he doesn't show how to use it. Let me double check. So many little bits and bobs here that I wasn't expecting. Oops. I only have 3. I hope I don't have to get another one. Oh, okay, I see. It is supposed to be like that. I just don't know which one. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. So apparently it sends information back through the 4th pin. Okay, so the fans send information to the motherboard, like RPM information, and you only need 1 pin for that, and since there's 2 cables, that's why one's missing one. So it doesn't really matter. I was just worried that it wasn't. That was missing something. Oh, I sure wish I could see the pins. Okay, there's one. I don't know if you can see this. And here's the second one. Sorry, I'm like going as slow. Like, I want to be fast at this, but I also really want to be careful with what I'm doing. This kind of spooky. Yeah, so that goes in this way. Go. Okay, fans are connected. Heck yeah. Now the next thing we need to do is test it, actually. Just to make sure.
Quick test boot here on the test platform before you assemble the whole system and cable manage everything. A lot easier to swap a component now than it is to do it 2 hours from now. And moment truth. See our power button is these 2 things right here. Let's short them. It's a lot.
Okay, so I'm gonna take my GPU out and just briefly connect it to make sure all the fans turn on and whatnot. So I got a beefy GPU here. Let's get this baby out. So we got our little connector for it, and I believe this is just another cable management thing. And warranty card. Okay. I hear the cat, but I don't see him, and it's freaking me out. Okay, so don't actually need to plug it into a TV quite yet.
And B, because good with our cable management, now is the time to do a quick test boot here on the test platform before you assemble the system and cable manage everything. A lot easier to swap a component now than it is to do it 2 hours from now.
Check. Yeah, so that's what these are. I just don't know which one it goes into. Let me... Where doth the GPU go? GPU plug in. Is that the GPU? What the heck?
And moment of truth. You can see our power button is these 2 things. It's a lot easier to swap a component now than it is to do it 2 hours from now. And moment of truth. So you can see our power button.
Okay. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm just getting in my own head and I'm not vocalizing much, I'm sorry. So this is our thing. I got a GeForce RTX 5090, which I didn't know. This is, I don't know if you're on my Discord, you know this already, but I actually, when I bought this, I realized they're actually partnering with Borderlands 4. So I actually got a free copy of that, which is awesome. I'm really excited to play that. The one thing though is that I've been hearing that it's been having some performance issues and Gearbox didn't quite it just hasn't been running well, I guess. I don't know about on console, but as far as I know, on computers. People have been having big problems with it. I think last I checked, it had like on Steam, 35% of the ratings were positive, which is not very promising. Why is this not coming out? Alright, now Wolfie, you stay down there, okay? So this does have like a screen on it. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I just need to figure out where to plug it in. There she is. Yeah, like compared to the this is probably like 3 or 4 pounds, I'd guess. Compared to the CPU, which is like this tiny little chip, you know? So I think it either plugs into, I don't know if you can see that, but there's 2 things here. I'm just not sure which one it plugs into. I'm sure it'll tell me on here. But, touch. PCIe E1 and PCIe E3. I think wait, what? It says it's in English, but it is not. No. Where's the English page? Hello? It says the first page is English, but oh, I wasn't on the first page. Okay. Make sure your computer is completely unplugged. Remove chassis, rear expansion, slot covers. Insert into the PCIe. Yeah, but E1 or E3? Because this has, it's smooth, and this one is like ridged. And it looks like it's the smooth one. Wolfie, what are you doing? I can't have you coming up here right now. Nope. No. I'm sorry, there's not room. Hold on. I think it's this one. Let me look it up more, because I'm like so worried that I'm just gonna do something wrong. See, it says that the manual should tell me. Yeah, graphics card. But it doesn't, it really doesn't specify. The only thing I can kind of tell, because this is the graphics card, and that's where it plugs into, that's smooth, right? I just hope that they weren't just lazy and didn't add the bumps. Oh no, because this one also has a ridge on it, which that doesn't have. Okay, it's fine. I overthink things a lot. We are going to be unplugging this afterwards. I just want to make sure it's up and running. You know what I mean? What is happening? Alright. That's interesting, actually. This is actually raised. Okay, I'm gonna have to push the board over because there's like this bracket here which goes around or like past it. So I need to make sure I actually have enough room to like get on there. Dang. Oh, you know what? I'm realizing something else. Wait, what? Hold on, I'm even more confused. Okay. Ah, see? There was a cover on the thing, that's why it didn't fit properly. But now it should. See, now you can see the cover was right here, and now I can fit it in. Make sure there's nothing else in the way. Okay, and then we find the on pins to manually turn it on. Should be over here somewhere. Oh, but we gotta plug it in first too. HDMI. Big P's. Wow. Does it plug in on this side? Oh, it plugs in. Wait. Where is the plug? It's on the top. Ah, it's right there. I see, I see. I gotta put it in this way because there's extra little pins in it. Alright, and then where do those plug into? Interesting. What? Oh, does this plugs into the power, doesn't it? Yeah. So that says CPU/PCIe. So does that. Where is my power supply? Let's double check where that plugs in. What? That doesn't help. Huh. Where does the GPU plug in? Okay, GPU. So these are 8-pin connectors. So it's the CPU and PCIe. Yeah. Okay. So let's turn this. I'm actually also gonna turn this over so that it can kind of maybe reach. Maybe I should put this up on a box because it's not quite tall enough. And then we can plug these in. Still not quite tall enough. Oy, oy, oy. Everything's fine. There. Alright. And then we plug these in to the CPU/PCIe. 8 pins. 8 pins. Doesn't matter which way they go in. Yes, it does. But of course, they're upside down. I could just make this one. The curves need to be up. I think. There's 2 squares though. Yep. Maybe? Wait, what? No, because I just realized something too. I'm so confused right now. I'm extra confused. Because where is the I keep losing where I'm at. Okay. What? Huh? Yeah, because unplug this. Because see, on this, right, didn't come with two cables, right? No. I don't know how well you can see this. But on here, it shows that there's two places to connect it to. But there's only one. And I don't see any, like, under here. So I don't, I'm really confused right now. Because the thing about this is it needs pins to go into this, but these, so I would need this side. But on this side it's the same shape. I need opposite shapes, right? So I'm just not sure what's happening. Move chassis rear expansion. Wait. That's for when you put it in the case, though. Did I have some kind of adapter in mind somewhere? I'm so confused right now. Also, sorry, I don't have like comments open or chat. Oh god. So sorry if I miss anyone. Yeah, this didn't have anything in it. Yeah, so this is the 16-pin cable. It does indeed go in there, but then yeah, and then it looks like I should have what on earth is happening right now? Because I should also have like adapters, I think, to plug into here, because like it shows on the paper that that's what they're supposed to look like. So I don't know if this had another cord that I missed. There wasn't anything in either of the boxes, I don't think. Let me double check though. Nothing in the case. Nothing in this one. Right now. There's nothing else in here. What, dude? The only other cord I have is this, so that's not what I need. Is it supposed to come with? What? Okay, wait. Hold on. I'm so confused right now. Hold on. I'm gonna try taking it out so that I can look at the other side. Maybe. Because I'm just so confused because this plugs into here fine, And then these two should plug into here, but I'm missing the adapters to go onto it. And I don't know if I was supposed to get those, if I was supposed to get those separately. They didn't come with it. It sucks too, because like neither of them have like part lists for the GPU or the power supply. So I'm so confused. I can't actually test it unless I have that. I could just keep building, but I do want to make sure everything's like working, you know? Yeah, I think I was supposed to get them separately. Dang. Okay, let me look at something else. I need an 8-pin. Yeah, 8 pins. CPU. What was it? It was in this one, right? PCIe. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna take this out. I'm gonna research that on my own time, and I'm just gonna keep going with everything else for now. Cause like, what? I think what I'm gonna have to do is find some extra connectors to daisy chain to the power supply from this one. Which sucks. But we will deal. Let me... Move this guy. I need to somehow unclip it. It should just come out. Oh, okay. So I'll deal with that later. I do want to keep building it though. Even if it means the possibility of something going wrong and me having to disassemble things later. But I think I'm confident. So I'm gonna put this back in its box. For now, I'm actually gonna put the little cover back on so that it doesn't damage anything, just in case. And put this back in so I don't lose it. And I think now we're ready to put the motherboard into the case. The GPU is technically the last thing you want to put in there anyway, I think, generally. So, let's get these boxes out of the way again. And, I don't know, I think it's kind of odd though that it didn't come with pins facing out on the power connector, but I'll look into it and I'll deal with that. So now to put it in the case. Wahoo. So this is all the stuff that look at all those screws and things that the case came with, and then there's another fan bracket and a bunch of zip ties and such. Let's get that out. I don't think I'll need all of this quite yet, but it's better to have it out. Okay. So we're gonna need this guy, I think. So, got this out. this little bracket thing goes in the back of here. This is the one part that I'm not as sure about. I want to make sure that everyone's able to see. Alright. I'm very slow at this. Let's get everything out of the way. Whoa. Let's see, where do I want to put everything? So now it is time to actually lay this guy on its side and pop the front panel off. Get out of the way. Oh, that is heavy. Okay, so we gotta take the panel off. It has like a film on top of plastic on both sides of the screen, but I'm gonna take that off last, because that's the satisfying part. Actually, I think I can just... Okay, there's the front panel. Put it to the side for now. And there's our case. So, where'd I put it? This little guy goes down here, where this empty slot is. Pins face in. Let's see. Yeah, because I need to be able to see those. Is it in this way? No. Oh, come on now. Yeah. One. Okay, I'm gonna need to turn this again so that the light hits it better. Two. And those already went in. Okay, so I got that part in. I need to check this video every once in a while. Okay. We gotta keep an eye on these little standoffs. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 3 on the bottom. Right? 1, 2, 3 on the bottom, 3 in the middle, 3 on the top. And the one on the top left is slightly to the right. So, 3 on the bottom, 3 in the middle. Ugh. 3 on the top. Alright. This will be interesting. But this is why I don't do the GPU first, because it's already like kind of heavy. And I need to be really careful with it. Which actually, I'm gonna turn this back around because I need to be able to... Whoop, there goes my iPad. Slammed on the desk. Need to be able to get in there. I want these cables to be kind of up and out of the way if that's possible. Okay, the problem is I can't see very well. And my hand is like, I just can't really get in there very well, you know? So, one sec. I think I'm gonna have to put it in on the left side, get those holes in first somehow. I'm just so scared I'm gonna like grab the wrong thing, you know? Whoop, don't wanna knock that over. Okay, I got those two lined up. It's slightly askew. I think I see the problem. Maybe. I think it's this little guy over here. Because these need to be pointed inwards, I think. Double check. Yeah, so the tabs in here, I need to push them in more before I can actually properly say that it's in. So I'm taking it back out so that I can really get it in there. Giving them an extra little push to make sure that they're not gonna get in the way. You also don't want these little pins getting in the way of, like, because this is where our ports are gonna be. So we don't want them getting in the ports either because that could short it. So let's try this again. I suppose. I almost want to like square. That's interesting. Just want to give them an extra push. I don't want to get them like too far back, but I also don't want them to cause any issues, so just want to be safe. Okay, let's try this again. It's just so awkward. And let's see. Some of the pins, I can actually push them from here as well. Where'd my screwdriver go? I need to get this box out of the way. Those pins can actually be pushed back. So actually, okay, I think that should do it. Let's try this one more time. There is okay. There was one more pin getting in the way. I think I got it. Let me check the other side. Yep. There's another one. Ah, get in there. I say pins, but they don't really have a use except for like clamping it in. So they're more just like little tiny metal things that stick out for no reason. I mean, not for no reason, but you know. Get in there. There we go. Those are lined up. That one needs to be moved. Okay. Those are good. Those are good. Those are good. Wait. Those are good. That one needs to be pushed a little bit. Really getting up close and personal with this thing. Okay. The only thing thing I'm noticing is that these aren't lining up. Because that needs to be pushed in more. Why isn't it? It needs to be like fully encapsulated in there. Yeah. Like that. Okay, we're almost there. Why are those not? I see the problem. More things on the top that I didn't see. Tricky little suckers. Now will you fit? This is interesting. No more pins in the way. It's just not, I think anyway. It's just not quite like lining up. Like it's lined up, but it's not. It's tilted. The motherboard is like tilted this way and I need it to be straight. But when I turn it, then the holes don't line up. So it needs to be, I don't want to move the bottom part left. I just need to move the top, or I don't need the bottom part to move right. I just need to move the top part to the left while keeping the bottom part where it is, but it's just like not wanting to. And I don't want to force it. So there must be something else here that I'm missing. Oh, did I get it? I think I just needed to. Oh, because then those are. What on earth, dude? There is just something it does not like. It, like, won't. Bro. Cooperate. Oh, I forgot about my water. Interesting. Okay. I just wonder if the bracket that I put in, the metal one, isn't in all the way. No, it has to be. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm trying to line up where the motherboard fits into all the holes here. It's got like all the USB ports and such. And the stuff down here is fitting in just fine, but the stuff up here just doesn't want to go in. And I moved all the pins out of the way, so there's nothing in the way. So I don't know what the problem is. Maybe one of the cords got. No, the cords are fine. So if I push it closer, then the bottom part of it shifts away. And if I push the bottom part in, the top part shifts away. But there's nothing that should be... Oh, hey, look at that. The bracket isn't all the way. See the problem? Why are you not going? Fascinating. One corner of the bracket is not fitting. I don't see the problem. Man, I've already been going at this for 2.5 hours. Okay, why? I need to take it all out and maybe just try to fit the bottom in first or something. Come on now. Right. Why is it not going in at all now? So confused. Okay. it's just bent weird or something. Let's try that. Nope, wrong way. Huh. Yeah, this bottom side just doesn't want to fit. I don't know why. Why won't you work? I mean, it doesn't look broken or anything. It's just being difficult. I just don't see the problem. Hold on. Oh, come on. Like, I can feel it latch, and then the one corner just isn't latching, and that's what's jutting out and causing the motherboard not to fit. It's just that one little discrepancy. Come on. Like, I can see... I can see that it fits on this side. And I don't want to, like... It needs to be clicked in. 3 sides are clicking in. Why is this one side being difficult? I'm gonna turn this around so that I can maybe a better look at it. Oh wait, no, these sides. 2 sides are clicking in. Oh. Did I get it? No. Why is this one corner not going in? Like, truly, what is happening right now? I don't understand. So I'm looking at it on this side, and the bars are in. It's like... But see, when I push... Wait a minute. Oh, I can get it in, but only if the top one is loose. What do you mean, man? Now I can't get the top one in. The bottom one's in. And now I can't get the top one in. Oh my lord. This is very strange. Wolfie, you better not. Huh. Okay, well now that the bottom one's in, maybe I can, okay, I'm gonna try this again. And maybe it'll work now. Oh my goodness, did I get it? I got it! The bracket's still not like fully in there, but everything is connected like it should be. There's a couple of little guys that are trying to stop it again, but... Everything's good, everything's in there. All the screws line up. Every screw is lined up. That's all I need. Thank goodness. That took me like 20 minutes. Okay. We're fine. And all the ports are clear. No cables are caught anywhere. Okay, so you can start screwing the motherboard in. It doesn't tell me which screws. Wait a minute. It doesn't tell me which screws to use, I don't think. I'm just gonna have to try them. So there's these. No, it won't be that one. I think it's these. These are way too thick. The threads are like really big. These ones are like... Oh, there's multiple different kinds of screws in this one. There's multiple different kinds of screws in this one. Okay, let me empty these both out into here, and then we can figure it out. Keep them separated. One bag has these really long screws, which obviously won't be it, and these, which have only half threads, and these, which are tiny and have full threads. And the other bag has more standoffs, same tiny screws but with wider heads, and whatever these things are that are like double screws. I'm not really sure which one to use. There's 6 different kinds here. And these ones are just all big threads, so it's not going to be those. And this one has more of the, these are just big, and it's not going to be it. So which ones do I use? I'm so confused. Okay, I believe so. I'm looking at the 2 that are the same length. One's actually a bit longer. I don't know if you can see that. One has slightly smaller threads than the other, so I'm gonna go with the one that has smaller threads because I took a peek in there earlier and it looked like the threads were pretty small. If they come out, then we'll know that it's not that. But why is that? What on earth is happening right now? Yep, those seem to work. Alright. Put them in a little pile right here. Oh, why is that doing that? Okay. And start screwing. Trying to leave them somewhat loose. Ooh, that's an awkward angle. Whoop. Oh. Where'd my screw go? That's not good. No, I lost a screw. Bro, what? Hold on. Actually, where did the screw go? I think it went under. No? Oh, it might have dropped into cable management backside. Yeah. Okay. Just gonna have to use a different one. Ooh, that's gonna be an extra tricky one to get to. The one in the top middle. Can't see. Okay. Whew. I really can't see the top left one. Okay, 3 left. Okay, we got our motherboard in with slight difficulty. Alright, what's next?
With a finer threaded test, so we're going to go at the essentially really easy. I would suggest moving the front panel, usually by grabbing it firmly from the bottom, but in this case, they are not screwed in from the front. So we're going to remove that. You can use scissors to cut these, but I really don't recommend it. Side cutters are much safer if you don't want to risk damaging any of the wires that go with it. It's worth noting that every modern fan will have 2 or even 3 connectors coming off the front. This guy right here, 4 pins or 3 pins are usually labeled power.
Okay. So, power supply. Technically, the case fans would be next, but since I don't have any right now, we can do that later. Alright, so we want the fan facing down, which makes sense. Let's G it on over. So we will put it in like this, except for we need to move the Okay, how do I remove this back panel so that I can actually get the power supply in there? Although I don't actually, maybe I shouldn't do that yet because I do need to be able to plug everything in first, and it might be a little bit difficult to do that once it's in there. Oh, here's the other 2 fan slots. Okay. 6. So there should be a 10th slot. Because it said that there were 10 slots of fan space. Maybe one of them is down here. So there's 2 down here, 2 in the front, 2 in the back, 3 on the top. I just don't know where the 10th one is. But we don't have to worry about that right now. Well, I guess I'm done for now, just because the only things I really need to do at this point is plugging everything in and putting the GPU in. But since I'm missing that one cable for the GPU, I can't really do much yet. So I think I'm gonna end stream, I suppose, and try to find a adapter for the GPU, and I'll plug everything in off stream. I guess this wasn't as eventful as I was expecting. Like, we definitely ran into a couple of hiccups here and there, but I don't know. I'll finish building it, and once it's built, I'll take a picture of it and put it on my Discord if anyone wants to join my Discord. But yeah, I have a huge mess that I need to clean up now and set up BIOS and everything like that, so it might actually take a few more days than I had hoped because of the cord that I'm missing. But should be done this week sometime, so yeah. Hope to see everyone later. Goodbye.